Meow.
Hey guys, welcome back. So here we're talking about aphantasia. I got a lot of fun things to talk about with you guys. It's been a little while, maybe like a month and a half from my last video. In that time, I had some really fun opportunities to work with more people and just have really cool conversations about the topic. So I wanted to take this video and briefly explain or briefly describe some of what the sessions have been like since my last video. So I had the chance to do some sessions since that last video that I did. One of them was, when was that one? That was probably 3 weeks ago or something we started. So that was one, and we went for 6 sessions total. I'll go into a little bit about what happened during that one, and then I just finished another set of sessions with another person. We wrapped up last night, I think. So first of all, let's start with that first person that I worked with. Actually, okay, so the first person I worked with was that very first video I did. Then I worked with another person who just wanted to increase their dream retention. They didn't have aphantasia. We got that going a little bit for her. And then this third person I worked with was another aphantasiac, so we went after that together. For now, I'll just call her Mary. And with Mary, it was a lot of fun. And right away, she had noticed that there was something happening in her brain that was actually giving her headaches. And that was actually a commonality between her and then the first person I did sessions with, which was a family member of mine. They both experienced these headaches. So that was interesting. I thought, okay, we're actually getting to something. Something very intense is happening in the brain for this to be a result. And I so wish I had some brain scanning equipment to know what exactly was going on during these sessions, before and after at least. But so she was getting headaches, but she noticed that after our sessions, she had like an expanded sensory perception of everything around her, which my family member also said happened to her. So colors looked different, and it would last for a period of time. Sounds sounded sharper, all these sorts of things. And then on session 3, we had a minor breakthrough. She was describing to me a memory of hers that was fairly recent, that was very emotionally charged, and she was running and she felt really good, and then she was looking up at the sky, and the sky was vibrant and colorful. And what she said after this session was that she could feel like she could almost see what she was describing to me. And so that was like, okay, we're getting close. That's it. So that was like the first moment of breakthrough. And then the second moment of breakthrough happened on session 6. I tried to do 7. We only got to 6, which is fine. But on session 6, she actually had a moment where a cat's face flashed in her mind. And actually, it was a little bit different than in the head. It was like it flashed in front of her, and she could actually physically see this cat's face. So that was pretty cool. And she's had moments like that actually since our sessions, where she's been falling asleep and has seen some stuff in front of her, which is pretty crazy, and she's super stoked about it. And then also, she had many other moments like that running memory where she could almost feel like she could see it. And at one point, we kind of had her realize, yeah, you're doing it. You're imagining in your mind, and since you don't have anything to measure it up against, because you haven't really done that in your life, then now it's hard to put words to it. But that is what we're talking about. That's the goal here. So after only 6 sessions, which is crazy it happens that fast, we were able to get her imagining. So pretty awesome. I'm going to follow up with her and see where she's at now, see if she's had any more of those flashes when she's falling asleep, see if she's been able to sort of almost see things in her mind again. But for all intents and purposes, she was super stoked on what we were able to get to. Now, the third aphantasic person I've worked with, let's call her Deborah. Deborah, we only got 4 sessions in. And she had some very specific goals in mind when we were starting, that she really wanted to do like certain things, visual exercise sort of things. And so starting with her, I kind of kept that in the back of my mind. And then as we went through the exercises, she was keeping me posted on like day to day what she was experiencing and stuff. And the big thing that stuck out to her that I'll have clients do when I'm working with them, at least at this point, only 3 people in, but At this point, I was having her take 5 minutes before we actually started our call and run through some breathing exercises. So she was taking a moment to breathe, to relax, to activate the sympathetic nervous system, to get her brain state a little bit slower. So if there's hectic stuff happening throughout the day. And this crazy thing happened by session 3 where she was able to fully imagine stuff in her head. And before our call, she did this. And then she forgot to tell me that night, but last night when we were finishing up session 4, she let me know that, yeah, she was actually relaxing before our call and was able to visualize stuff. And for her, the big key for her was just taking a moment to slow down and to breathe and to get her brain state in just a different space so it's not so hectic from the day. And she actually described, growing up a lot of the times feeling like she was stuck in fight or flight mode where the brain is like rapidly trying to, survive. And these times when she would actually slow down was all she needed to progress past her aphantasia, which is crazy. Like, I was not expecting something that simple and seemingly kind of unrelated to actually get somebody a breakthrough and being able to imagine. It was cool. I remember the first time on session 3 that she had a moment where she imagined something and she was picturing like deer next to a fence, or she was thinking about it, and then she said it was odd because it was like a movie that she could play back in her memory. And so I went, oh, that's it, you're doing it. And then we talked again on session 4, and sure enough, like, that is what she was doing. There was some other crazy things that happened during that session too. If you want to know about them, give me a message because it's pretty out there, but it was awesome. So we left those sessions with it in mind to do 7, but since she experienced such breakthrough by 4 and she was going on a trip, we kind of just went, hey, like, run with what you've got right now. She's maybe going to hit me up, or we're going to keep in contact and see if she wants to continue. But anyway, so that is sessions 2 and 3 with aphantasic individuals who we have now experienced breakthroughs on. And it's pretty crazy. I'm super stoked. And I want to tell you, like, get in touch with me. I am so excited to do more of these sessions with people. I just want to see how far we can take this and see how much we can affect people with aphantasia. So if that's you and you want to give something a shot, or maybe you've tried other things and nothing's been working, or maybe feeling a little bit stuck, let me know, because I love problem solving on how to get this thing working for people. Anyways, super stoked. That's a little update on the sessions. And of course, when I hold some more with other individuals, I'll let you guys know how those go too. So for now, see ya.